We're here at the amazing Bala Sailing Club in North Wales. Here to do a few fastest laps today, but we're waiting for the wind to pick up, so I thought I'd do a little boat tour. This is my Vareo 527.
Wow!
Bought for this season. It's going very well. And I've done a lot of jobs to it, so I thought I'd just run through a few of them. Okay, starting from the front. A wear patch, which is peeling off, so I need to do that again. I've got shroud clips pointing inwards so the sheet doesn't get stuck in it. Taped, need to tape that again. Okay, we've got a Velocitech Pro Start mounted on the bridge, which is amazing. Great bit of kit, tells you speed, direction, distance from line, race time, etc. We've got the upgraded kicker, 16:1, I think. Works amazingly well, really good. Then we have these control line takeaways with thimbles. They work great, so that you can pull it from the windward side and cleat the leeward sheet without leaning into the boat. Work really well. You've got to just get the angle right, so when you pull it across, it cleats. Good stuff. I've got the control line takeaway. Here's another giant thimble, a bit overkill, but never mind. Tied to the tow straps on a short length. Moving back, tow strap elastics to hold the tow straps off the deck. Just about works. We've got auto ratchet spinnaker sheet pulleys. They work well. I initially had them rigged up so that the blocks stood up in the air, but on light wind days it created a bit of friction. So I had to get rid of that, just leave it flopping around. I'm a big fan of minimising the amount of rope on the boat, so they went. Another wear plate there. Don't know if that does any good, but looks good, so whatever. Nice thin main sheet. I think that's probably 6mm. Very nice. Most important piece of rope on the boat, jibing strap and a nice tidy thimble. You've got to make sure that you tie this to this cleat on the front side, so that when you jibe it doesn't get caught around your head. It's also got to be just short enough so it doesn't go into the block, because that can cause quite a lot of friction when it goes in there. So that's perfect. Okay, now the spinnaker halyard. Now a lot of people have this on elastic to pull it away, but then if you do that you can't hoist and drop the spinnaker backwards because the elastic lengthens. So I've added a nice piece of Dyneema. That works really well. Spinnaker sheet takeaway on an elastic. Works really well. Just keeps the sheet out of the way, because especially with it being so thin, it can get caught in the main sheet block if you're not careful. So that just keeps it out of the way nicely. And the elastic goes up to the front and ties on up the front. Okay, the boom, main sheet is just held up by a piece of string, tie sellotape to the boom. Simple but effective. Nice tiller extension, matching orange. Now I've added a traveller this season, which I think is completely pointless, but it's interesting to have a little play to see what difference it can make. In light wind you can free off the traveller and have the boom up here. So the traveller, interesting to be able to let it off or tighten it, but they really don't need to be tight. There's no reason for it to be tight, so it's good fun to play with. One of the first things I did first regatta I sailed, the rudder fell off twice during the race, so I've added a ring onto the bottom pintle so that doesn't happen again. Not ideal. Okay, I think that's just about it. Excuse the halyard, I've just rigged this up for today because I've managed to snap the clam cleat off the top of the mast, and I'm in the process of fixing that. One last thing, the Cunningham. I've added this, I don't even know what these are called, and I've just tied it to the gooseneck fitting, which allows you to put small knots in, and then you can adjust the Cunningham as you wish. Doesn't really do very much, but when you're rigging and unrigging, if you're taking the sail off the boat, it's very easy just to undo the Cunningham. Just drop it and then put it on when you go back sailing again. Makes life a lot easier. The same with the kicker fitting around the mast. I've added an easy to undo ring, so that when I go to open meetings I can just undo that one, take the strap off, leave everything in the boat, and then it's super quick to rig back up again. Right, I'm back off out for another sail.